I am Randhika Geekinage, and this recording is for the purpose of assessment and will be saved and stored in accordance with UNEP policy and procedure.
I consent to the recording. I am Deshani and I am willingly participating for this role play.
I am Nisal and I am willing to participate for this role play.
I am Netmi and I am willingly participating for this role play.
Welcome aboard everyone, and I appreciate you for joining this important topic. As you know, we are trying to create a complete workplace safety and health management system and policy at Speedstop. The objective of the meeting is to solicit your important opinion and contribution to guarantee that it satisfies our internal as well as external standards.
Thanks for including the worker perspective in this discussion, Charlie. Safety is a team effort and we appreciate having a voice in shaping policies that directly impact our daily work environments.
Let's begin with the way we intend to explain our fresh WH policy to every one of our employees throughout our service centers. Jim, what are your opinions on the best approach to implementing this policy and ensuring everyone knows their WH obligations?
Effective communication will be critical to the policy effective implementation. I believe we should adopt the multifaceted strategy. To begin, we must hold face-to-face staff briefing or toolbox discussions at each service location, during which the policy will be thoroughly discussed and employees will be able to ask questions. This immediate engagement is critical to guaranteeing knowledge.
This internet and digital communication are great, but we also need to consider our team who may have limited access to computers or mobile devices during shifts. Printed materials and toolbox talks will be crucial for them.
Furthermore, we should distribute printed copies of the policy to the all employees and place it clearly in common places such as break rooms and near time clocks. This manner, the policy is always displayed and easy to access.
Yeah, Jim. And also, we may also use our intranet and internal communication channels to continually reiterate the policy's important points and changes. However, we must be cognizant of our employees who have been inadequate reading abilities and ensure that communication is clear, sufficient and easy to grasp for everybody.
That's good point. Let's move on.
Those are excellent suggestions, Jim. A combination of verbal briefings, printed materials and digital communication will indeed be crucial. We can also explore visual aids, videos or interactive sessions to make the policy more engaging and accessible to all. Amanda, as the service center manager at our flagship facility, how do you think the proposed WHSMS management system and policy align with our internal operations requirements and external regulatory obligations?
As an operational viewpoint, the proposed system appears to be comprehensive, addressing many of the important challenges we have been dealing with, notably in recognizing hazards, evaluating risks, and incident reporting. Nevertheless, I am worried that the present draft does not adequately address the special difficulties we experience in hot food preparation facilities, such as burn danger from ovens and warmers and food safety compliance. These are high-risk situations that need specialized protocols and training.
You raise an excellent point about specialized risk, Amanda. Rather than one-size-fits-all approach, we may need customized models or segments addressing unique hazards per operational area.
Yeah, we might require interaction with experts in the field, such as food safety specialists or regulatory organizations, to ensure that we have rigorous process and training programs that are particularly to this area. This will assist us in not just meeting our internal safety requirements but also complying with necessary external legislation.
That's a great point, Amanda. You raised a real issue, and we don't want to ignore the special dangers and needs related with hot food preparation facilities. Bringing in outside auditors or regulatory experts to assess our operations and provide focused training programs for these high risk areas is a good idea. Pat, as the worker representative, how do you think we can properly induct and train all employees, including those from old ISS centers, on the new WHS management system as well as the procedures?
In the beginning, I believe induction and training programs must be established in collaboration with workers at the ground level. We have vital insights into day-to-day operations, possible risks, and may recognize gaps or areas that require further emphasis. Second, the training must be real-world and hands-on, not merely academic. Workers should be given the chance to practice implementing new process, reporting risk, and completing risk assessment forms in the controlled setting. This will assist in better preparing them for real-world scenarios and boost the chances of effective implementation. So, participating in training is so important for retention and real-world applicability. I also think we should explore opportunities for job shadowing or mentoring programs where experienced workers can implement their safety knowledge.
Those are all excellent points, Pat. Involving workers in the development of training programs, making them practical and hands on, and ensuring accessibility of our diverse workforce will be crucial for effective implementation. Jim, you mentioned the importance of visual aids and interactive section for communicating of the policy. Do you have any specific suggestions or ideas in mind?
Absolutely. In addition to the standard written content and briefing, we may develop short, entertaining and movies that highlight the policies, important points, and the importance of the worker safety. These movies might be shown during employees' conference, training sessions, or on screen in common places. Interactive activities such as scenarios for role playing or the game quizzes might also be useful for reinforcing the policies, ideas, and process. These kind of tasks not only make the learning process more pleasurable, but also help employees remember more knowledge. We may also explore the creating an exclusive WHS mobile app or internet portal so that staff can readily access the policy, report risk or event, and discover relevant information and instruction materials.
The videos and apps sound engaging, but we will need a plan to update them regularly as equipments, processes, or regulations change over time. And outdated resources could
Those are fantastic ideas, Jim. Leveraging multimedia and interactive platforms can greatly enhance engagement and knowledge retention, especially for our diverse workforce. A dedicated WHS app or portal could also streamline communication and reporting processes. Amanda, you mentioned the need to consult regulatory bodies to ensure compliance, especially in areas like food safety and hazardous material handling. Do you have any specific recommendations or contacts in mind?
Yes, I would recommend contacting our local health department or food safety authorities for information on current legislation and best practices for food preparation and handling. They may also be able to offer or propose specialized training programs for our hot food sections. Also, for hazardous items such as gasoline and chemicals, we might consult with workplace safety organizations or industry associations to ensure that our method comply with applicable standards and laws.
Tapping into industry network is wise. I did also suggest considering opportunities for our own employees to share learning if they have relevant certification or prior safety training from previous roles.
It may also be advantageous to work with other service stations operators or industry peers who have previously adopted effective WHS management systems. Learning from their experience and best practice may help us to save time and effort.
Amanda, you made excellent recommendations. Consulting with appropriate regulatory organizations, building organizations, and colleagues who have encountered comparable issues would be extremely beneficial. Their knowledge and experience can help us ensure compliance and adopt best practices that are suited to our unique operations. Pat, you noted the necessity of having training materials available in a variety of platforms and
Absolutely.
languages. Do you have many particular thoughts and ideas how we can do this?
Absolutely. One way may be to form a diversified group of trainers who are fluent in the language spoken by our employees. This would enable us to conduct training courses in several languages, resulting in improved comprehension and participation. In addition, we might work with local community organizations or language schools to assist translate training materials into the relevant languages. This ensures that written sources such as manuals and handouts are available to all personnel. For employees with weak literacy abilities, we may consider employing additional visual aids such as pictograms or instructional films to present information in a more intelligible manner.
Pat, these are all wonderful suggestions. A multilingual training staff, collaboration with community organizations for translations, and the use of visual aids and multimedia formats will all help ensure that our training programs are genuinely inclusive and accessible to our varied workforce. Thank you for your insightful feedback and excellent contributions. It is evident that we require a multi-phased strategy to communication that includes several channels and tailors materials to diverse audience. We will also want specific WHS experience, particularly in high-risk areas like hot wood preparation, to ensure that our processes and training programs are thorough and compliant. I will endeavor to include all of the input and ideas we discussed today and provide you an updated copy of the WHS management system and policy consideration. Please contact me if you have any further comments or concerns. With your help and collaboration, I am certain that we can create and execute a strong WH management system and policy that fulfills our internal operating demands while adhering to the external regulatory standards and best practices.
This was a productive discussion. Developing a robust safety culture is an ongoing process, but I am confident we are on the right track with our collaborative approach here.